I should say, proper English. Our partnership always developed around, he was more of the, I kind of led the charge with the what we're going to do with the concept. Mm-hmm. I didn't necessarily come up with the concept, like the temple, the jungle temple. That was Midsummer. Mm-hmm. They just said tropical jungle, and I thought temple, right? And then me and Ron kind of collectively together talk about the story. What's the story all about? You know. And so in our temple, it was this temple of a fallen god. We called it the fallen god, which is like a non-god entity, right? Because we catch a lot of slack from people who are not on board with us doing Halloween mazes as Christians. But so, you know, it's obviously not a fallen god. It's a demonic entity. And the whole message of our mazes is always that, like, you know, the light shines, light wins, right? Yeah. That's kind of the underlying, you know, victory. But so we take the concept, and me and Ron would talk and go, okay, what kind of story can we tell? And so I'm always dreaming from the perspective of tech and hardware and animation, right? Ron's always dreaming from the story and the decoration, right? Yeah. And that's why our partnership worked really well. Because, like, for example, in 2017, where I go walk into Home Depot during Halloween season, and they have all their props and animatronics, and they have this 10-foot spider prop. Yeah. And I look at it, and the first thing that comes to my mind is if I could animate that would be scary. That would scare the snot out of people. And so long story short, I go, hey, Ron, I saw this spider. I sent him a picture. I go, I want to do this. No idea why or how it tied into the story. Yeah. But I just want to make this 10-foot spider. I mean, I kid you not exaggerating, 10 feet in diameter. It's terrifying. And I thought I could do something with this. So we buy it. And then it took me 3 years to actually figure out how to animate it properly. Oh, yeah. Like the first version 2017, was a disaster. It didn't work well at all. 2018, minor upgrade on it. And then by 2019, I figured out the mechanism. Yeah. And all it did was it was sitting on a platform, and it would shoot the spider forward at you and pull it back using pneumatics. That was it. But you walk through this.
It's that word again. Yeah. Pneumos.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Pneuma. Air and breath. But the spider, like, tied into, oh, well, come on, you know, some ancient jungle temple. Yeah. Sure, you're going to have a layer spider with Shelob in it or something, you know, trademark Tolkien. And so I thought, oh, how cool can we, you know, we could use that. And then, of course, I leaned into the, temple, Indiana Jones, right? Raiders of the Lost Ark. And so we leaned into this whole, like, lost archaeologists that have been trapped there, and, you know, and they can't die. So they're, like, in this state, you know. Yeah. And that leaned into, like, Realm of Shadow, the way I've explained it to people. They're like, what is this all about as a ministry? And I was like, look, here's how I look at it. Every human being in the world today is walking in between light and darkness, right? Now, of course, the Bible's like, if you're not in the light, you're in darkness. But for the sake of my metaphor, you know, people are going, oh, I'm not choosing to worship the devil, but I don't believe in God, right? They're in this shadow, this realm of shadow, right? And we're here to pull them into the light, you know? So we leaned into that with the temple, you know? And so Ron would do largely story and decorations. Then that would springboard me, where I'd start going, oh, we could do this animation. I've been giving up my crown, right? I'm feeling blessed. Tell me, how are you? Just let me know if there's anything that I could do. Yeah, I'm feeling blessed. Tell me, how are you? Ain't nobody change the world like them servants do. On myself, I've been working with a group of